So, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm amazing. And how about you?
Yes, I'm also doing perfectly all right.
Okay. So, the one we know each other, there is no need to introduction. I think we should
Yeah,
start our conversation.
yeah, sure.
Yes.
So
Uh,
today's topic, the topic is we will narrate one story.
yes. Today there is we are here with a story narration. Okay. Yeah. So, would you love to start to say any to tell any story?
No, I want you to start first.
Okay, then I am starting.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Thank you.
So, it is a story of an elephant and a crab. Okay. Once upon a time, there was an elephant and he lived in a jungle. So it was the time of summer. It was very hot. So he was feeling very thirsty. So he thought that he should go to the river to drink water. So he just went to the river and he drank water to the fullest of his heart because he was very thirsty. And his name was Eddie. Okay. So Eddie the elephant, he drank water to the fullest of his heart, and he was very cute because he was a smaller one, and he loves his trunk a lot. He because his trunk was very smooth and soft and there were lots of curves. It was very flexible. So he always used to say that my I love my trunk. I love my trunk. So one day, what happened when he just returned from drinking water? So he just want to take a nap. So he sat under the tree and he took a long nap that day. But when he woke up, he felt that he is not able to move his trunk. Okay, because that trunk was totally swollen and he was surprised what happened to my lovely trunk. So when he was just lying at that time, he listened to one sweet voice from his trunk that I don't want to live with you, I'm going. Okay, so he was so astonished that I love my trunk too much, and now it is saying that it doesn't love to stay with me. But what happened actually, he was in that condition that his trunk was totally swollen, so he was in miserable condition. And when he was just sitting lying under the tree, so that time a bird was flying over the tree. So she was seeing everything. So she came down and asked Eddie the elephant, see what happened to your trunk. So the elephant said, dear birdie, please see that I love my trunk very much, but she doesn't want to live with me. She's saying that I'm going after leaving you. So he said that you don't worry if you have any problem with your trunk. So I have a friend, and his name is Vicky Mouse. And the friend was Vicky Mouse. So Vicky Mouse was the friend of the bird. So the bird flew and went to the Vicky Mouse, and he was the doctor. Okay, so when he went to the doctor, the Vicky Mouse, he told everything about the elephant Eddie that this kind of something is wrong with him. So the bird came with the doctor Vicky Mouse to the elephant, and he just examined the elephant. He take out his stethoscope and checked his trunk that what happened to him, why he is so sluggish, why he is not having any enjoyment. So what he did when he was just examine him, so that time he noticed that that his nostrils are uh, thicker, have become very thicker. So he just told a little word, could you please give me your one wing, one wing, का जो वो था one wing. Okay, so
Yeah.
he said yes, elephant is my best friend, I can do this. So he just took one of his wing to him, and he take this wing and scrolled it in his nostril, in an elephant's nostril. So as he scrolled in nostrils, elephant sneezed loudly, and when he sneezed there came out one crab, one red crab, and he was very furious, because it was very angry, because it was stuck in his nose for a long time. And then the crave said thank you to the Dr. Vic. Thank you, doctor, you just taken me out from its dirty nose. I was feeling exhausted, and I was unable to take proper breath in his nose. And at the same time, elephant also thanked the Dr. Vicky Mouse, to keep him medicated and to examine him. Otherwise, his trunk was ready to leave him for always. And as he loves his trunk very much, so now there came one sound. My little Eddie, I'm not going to leave you. I will always live with you. So in this way, they always live together, and they dance. He danced in happy mood. So this is the story.
Wow. How cute. I haven't heard this story. See, there are so many stories that you haven't heard of.
Yeah. Yeah, actually these type of stories students love a lot.
Yeah. Yes. So, is
Because
there any model?
there are dialogues between the story, no? So that's
Mhm.
why.
Yes. Yes. It's very
Now it's
interesting. I
your
love.
turn.
Okay, now I love the fact that you remembered all the adjectives as well. All the
Hmm.
adjectives that you use. So we generally, forget that and we skip those parts and we just try to use all the basic words.
Yes.
But you performed it beautifully. So clap for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So now it's my turn. So the story that I'm going to narrate today is the name of the story is it's a very well-known story, The Farmer and His Donkey. So
Okay.
one day, there, so once upon a time, there lived a farmer in a faraway village with his 3 donkeys. The farmer used to take the donkeys to the market nearby to sell all his goods. Now, one
Hmm.
day, while coming back from the market, the farmer, due to tremendous heat, the farmer decided to take a bath to the nearby river,
Hmm.
and he decided to tie the donkeys to the tree and then to take the bath. Now,
Hmm.
while doing that, he realized that he only had 2 pieces of rope and he had
Hmm.
3 donkeys. So now he was in a fix, like how to tie all the 3 donkeys to the tree. And if he tied the 2 donkeys and leave the other one, then he might walk away and the farmer may lose his donkey. So, thinking a lot, he just saw a saint who was passing by the river, and he
Hmm.
decided to go to the saint for advice. And he told the saint that what was his problem, and after listening to his problem, the saint advises him that you just tie the two donkeys and let the third donkey see that you are tying the other two donkeys to the tree. And then you pretend to tie the third one to the tree in the same way. And just go and whatever you want to do, just do. And when you come back, you will find the three donkeys in the same spot. Now the farmer was a little bit. He was still in a fix. He was thinking that how it would be possible, but open to trying anything, he decided to do as he was told. So first he tied the two donkeys in front of the third donkey, and then he pretended to tie a rope around the third donkey's neck and tie it to the tree. Then he went inside the water. He took bath and he dried off. And when he looked at the tree, to his surprise, he saw that all the three donkeys were at the same spot. Now he was very happy that the advice that he took from the saint, the trick that he applied, it worked. Now he went over to the donkey and he untied the two donkeys from the tree and he patted the third one to get it moving. But to his surprise, the third one did not move, but the other two donkeys walked over. Now he tried many things, but still the donkey did not move. He just stood at the same place. Now again he was thinking that what he should do now. Then luckily the same saint was passing by again, and he just rushed over to the saint and he told that now what is his problem. And the saint just smiled and told him that, did you untie the third donkey? Now the farmer was again confused and he told the saint that, but I didn't tie him in the first place. But the saint told him that, you know you did not tie him. I know you did not tie him, but the donkey doesn't know that. So just go and pretend that you are untying him from the tree, and then it will move on its own. So again, the farmer did what the saint told him, and he pretended to untie him, and then he pat him, and then automatically the donkey, followed the other two donkeys. So the farmer was happy finally that now the donkey has moved on, and they walked over together to the village. So it's a famous story. I have heard this story many a times. I'm sure you also have heard it.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. Yeah.
Yeah. So the main reason why I narrated this story is that see, it's us who are holding ourselves back from becoming what we want to be. We always has a lot of self hesitation. We are not at all self compassionate. We don't know our worth. And similar to the donkey was not even actually tied to the tree, but yet he felt that something, he was under the impression that it was tied.
Yes.
So we are also under the impression that we are tied by somehow and we cannot become the best version of ourselves.
Really.
And another reason is that when the third donkey saw the other two donkeys are being tied to the tree, he automatically felt that the same thing will happen to him as well, even though he is not actually being tied. So we also, look at others' mistakes, and we sometimes feel like, oh, the same thing will happen to us also if we try the new thing. It's better not to try the new thing and just be in our comfort zone and be happy forever. So life cannot be a bed of roses for all the time. There may be many circumstances which will force you to be out of your comfort zone and try something new and try your hand at something new. Take up new opportunities and be successful. So the story, I just love this story, and I think we should all learn from this story that
Really, stories are very meaningful. Mostly, always, we should always take some learnings from these stories into our life as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, I think, it is the story of everyone.
Yes.
And we should all learn from these kind of stories.
Mm.
We should take the moral now that we are adults, so we are able to understand why the
Yes.
story is being written and what are the takeaways that we should follow in our daily life as well.
And
So, and
apart from this, in that manner, we have just narrated the stories. So it is also very good, very beneficial for our spoken English and thinking in English, because it is the part of our learning. When we just narrate something, when we tell about something or some incident, so that time we are in the situation of thinking. So it is a good thing. Yeah.
yeah, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. And when we see any story, we use many connectors as well, that are
Yeah,
very important to go through with any conversation. Yes.
yes,
If we want to proceed our conversation, so we need connectors, and that type of connectors we can get through stories only,
yes.
because we have to connect one incident after another in this manner.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think I should really try those conversational stories because that are
Hmm.
interesting to hear as well. Fun and
Yes.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So we discussed two different type of stories. Like our story was a conversation between two friends, and your story was in story form. Yeah, it was really good, lovely. I enjoyed. So I think we should wind up the session now. We
Yes, yes.
spoke a good. Okay then. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye. Have a nice day.